All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective. Got a short video for you today. Just want to give you an update. Talk about where we are. Hasn't much changed from yesterday, just a bunch of sideways action. Don't you just love WXY corrections? It's exactly what we got going on here. I want to show you what's going on, show you the possible upside, possible downside, and just kind of get you ready for any trade that you might want to take. Warn you about downside, warn you about potential upside, and just we'll try to get ready as traders together. So with that being said, don't forget this is the financial advice, never intended to be so. All right. Let's jump in. Just a quick announcement. Don't forget tonight we have Trading Night School. Going to pick back up again. I think I'm going to do an intro to the Forex market tonight a little bit. We're not completely done with learning Elliott wave and whatnot. In fact, I haven't decided exactly. I might do an intro to Forex. Might do an important lesson on leading and ending diagonals. I don't think I'm ready for that one though yet. I need to do a little bit more study about all the rules so that I make sure I say it correctly. The knowledge that I have is pretty decent. However, I want to make sure that I just reprise myself of those rules just before. So I haven't prepared that class, but I do trade the Forex in a regular market, and I thought it might be a good time to share that with you because a lot of you guys think the only market you can make money in is Bitcoin and LITECOIN and cryptocurrency. And the fact of the matter is the Forex market is going to be amazing this year. In fact, there's going to be a lot of volatility and should be an awesome market to trade. And it's so much, it's not 24/7, guys. It is not 24/7. Guys, during the Asian market, things quiet down. You can enjoy your evenings with your family. Generally, things pick back up during New York session, London sessions between 2 and 10 o'clock. 2 a.m. and 10 o'clock, and so it's everything's you can decide the time you want to trade and trade the moves you want to trade. And I have a 20 pip strategy that works for me. Um, a 20 to 50 pip strategy that works for me, and so I want to share that with you guys. So anyway, I might begin introing into that tonight just to kind of get you guys thinking about trading other markets. So I hope you'll join me for Trading Night School tonight. It'll be at 9:30 9:30 Eastern time. 10:30 Central, okay? 9:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central. So 9:30 tonight, okay? Eastern time. All right, let's jump in here. Let's look at Bitcoin. Um, and hey, one more thing, and don't forget to hit the comments, guys. Appreciate all the comments and the likes. You guys help this channel to grow like crazy. So always, some of you are so faithful to bring comments every week and every day. It just amazes me, and I just really thank you for that faithfulness and that kindness you've shared for me, and you just kind of just become friends. And thank you so much. I'm enjoying what we're doing together, and hopefully we can continue on. All right, now we're going to move into Bitcoin. All right, so basically, just to recap yesterday, basically, um, we're looking at this as as a diagonal and understanding that, man, this thing may be invalidated at some point soon, so we have to wait and see. So if it's going to be validated, there's two options. It could be a leading diagonal or an ending diagonal. Now, without going into all the details about this wave back here, there are major implications as to how you count this and what this needs to be. Okay, with that being said, however, if this is the bottom of the correction, then this would be a leading diagonal, okay, if it is indeed a diagonal. Now, it could sometimes take the shape of a diagonal and continue on, guys. It could just totally rock on and just mess everybody up, which sometimes those things happen. But it looks like a diagonal for now. We're going to call it a diagonal. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, we're gonna call it a duck for now. So with that being said, I'm calling this a diagonal. I'm not sure if it's a leading or an ending. I'm inclined to say it's an ending diagonal. If it's an ending diagonal, that's a bearish point of view. I just reminded you of what we went over yesterday. Okay, bearish point of view, that diagonal would be close to finish. We might have one more hit to the high, boom, like that. That's what I'm expecting, somewhere in the $99,000 to $9,100 region, and then we get a rejection off of that, and it should be coming down in 5 steep waves. It's not going to happen in a day, but all those lines that I just drew takes place over a month's time, or some month and a half actually. So Anyway, that would be the way I would expect a price to move if we're talking bearish ending diagonal. Now, if that's not the case, that this is not some kind of a an expanded flat with an ending diagonal, then what we have here is we have the end of the correction here. And we have a bullish leading diagonal. Okay, this is a leading diagonal. I would still expect to see that hit to the high. Then we're going to see a three hit to the low, a three wave to the low. Should see some kind of an ABC correction out of that. Usually that's what we see. Usually want to see that to about the 50% region or to the 618 region, somewhere like that. So that's going to be pulling back, somewhere in the region of $7,600 ballpark, just to give you a thought. Once this wave actually is formed and that wave is formed, we can actually give you a projection for what C is going to be. All right, so with that being said, that's kind of what we're looking for here. We want to see a three-wave move down to the downside, somewhere about 50 to 61% of a retrace. It could come all the way down to 78%. It could come all the way down to close to 100%, if not 100%. It's allowed to do that and then ricochet. But if it breaks that low ever, then we're dealing with this was an ending diagonal. Obviously, we're in the bear market still. Okay, all right. So that's kind of the overview of the options right now. Now, the other final thing that I have on the table, guys, is that if this isn't a diagonal at all, that it just appears to be one, but it's just the beginning of something big, then let me just zoom out and show you what it would be. Okay, we're talking like a mega wave here, guys. We're talking like here's the 1-2 wave, right? Um, Okay, then we've got a 1-2 likely of the third wave, or this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're in the fifth wave of the third. I don't know which way to count that. That's possible, but I don't like the wave structure like that to say that this is the third, fourth, and fifth. That's possible wave though, guys. It's just too perfect to be honest with you. What I'd like to see, if this is really a bull move and it's a big move, I'd like to see this as a 1-2, a 1-2, and a 1-2. So we'd be looking at something like this: 1-2. I'm going to get up here to the extension here of the 3618, about 11,000 on the third wave, coming down and back up to finish the fifth wave there. So the third wave would be delineated something like this. Just giving you ideas the way this wave shape could be made, guys. Something like that. Okay. And then that would finish us out at about $11,254. That's the 3618 extension. If it's less bullish than that, then we'd be looking at 10,046. Obviously, these targets we'll watch as they come up, if this is the major bullish wave that we're looking for. So that's a possibility as well. I want you to be aware of it. That's the final possibility that I'm seeing. Okay, so there's the macro analysis for the most part. Those are the options we're waiting for. We have barely kind of broken the top trend line as far as I can tell, the way I've drawn my trend lines. And so with that being said, it doesn't mean anything until we hold this region, retest this line potentially, and then go on up. So we might be doing that now, or we might come back up and then come back and retest and then go on. We'll have to wait and see what the wave shape is forming. But these are the things that I'm looking at right now as potential wave shapes. So I'm looking for down with two scenarios, with a hit to the high first and then down with two scenarios, or we scream on up here pretty soon, in very bullish like manner. So we have to be ready for all those scenarios. So what we need to do now is look at the smaller time frames and see, is there any evidence on the smaller time frames, any information on the smaller time frame that's going to help us to understand whether we're going up or going down, and how would we know? All right. So just to show you here, this wave count could be finished as an ending diagonal here. You need three waves in every one of them, right? And so we've already got a three-wave move here. I've already delineated a three-wave move here. This could be some kind of a three-wave move there. This is obviously a three-wave correction, and then we got one more three-wave move. And it looks like it's finished, guys. It looks like it's complete, done. The only thing that there could be, if it's not done, is that this is some kind of a fourth wave of this last wave, and we're going to get like a stop hunt to the high, followed by just a move down from there. So that's a possibility Just being aware of that. Now that's looking in at the 1 hour. Let's zoom in here on the 15 minute and look at this wave structure. See what it is implying here. So let's go here to the wave structure. See if there's any implications in this wave structure. Now, the way I look at it right now is that this. Let me get my tool here. This wave right here looks to be corrective, a three-wave move to the downside. Now I can't tell you how many times, I'll be honest with you, that I've looked at a wave off the top. It says it looks very three-wave-ish. Let me show you what I mean here. Okay, we don't even come to the 1618, so it doesn't look impulsive. It looks three-wave-ish. Okay, so that's my first thought here. That's three waves. I can't tell you how many times though I've thought there's three waves, and then price just continues on down like it's an impulse. So the market breaks the rules all the times, guys. You got to understand that. It's impulsive in nature right here and right here, but it doesn't finish the impulse, and so that's the concern here, that the impulse wasn't finished. And then we got this kind of a five-wave structure back. Again, that's not really a technical impulse wave, but it's kind of a five-wave structure there. But everything's three waves within it. Some kind of a diagonal, or I don't even know, to be honest with you, because it's some kind of a WXY or something like that, or it could be a WXYXZ potentially, just because the way this is delineated. Obviously, because of this move to the downside, this was a corrective wave. We understand that, so interpreting it in light of that is important. So with that being said, as we interpret this wave and that wave, we're dealing with two corrective waves. We get this third corrective wave right here. So this kind of becomes a flat correction, okay? So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Here, we got a three-wave move there. I'm going to use a fatter pen here so you can kind of see it. There we go. Some kind of a three-wave move there. And then we got a clear three-wave move there. And that's kind of a W, X, and a Y right there. Here's my issue, guys. Here's my problem with all of it. It doesn't look finished. We didn't break the low here, which is surprising. I was waiting to see that low broken last night, but it didn't get broken. In fact, we got this little bounce and a retest and then a bounce again. But what did we get here? We didn't get an impulse wave, guys. What did we get? We got another WXY. Let me show you. Or an ABC. We got another ABC correction there. So we got a three-wave move there, this three-wave move there. It looks like we're getting another three-wave move to the downside. What that's going to be then, that's probably the actual Y leg of this larger correction like that. So let me zoom out and get all the crap off the off the chart there and show you what we're looking at. Get the fibs off as well. This line right here running across is my main trend line from the macro, just so you know why that line's there in the middle of all things. So obviously it's not in a fantastic place, so it might be, that trend line might be off. We understand that. But there you go. So I would be looking for this, if this is a WXY correction as I've interpreted it here. This will be W, this will be X, and then this Y wave is going to be a three-wave move like so. Boom, boom, and then finishing out the Y wave. This would need to be a three-wave move as well. Now, if this should come up here, as long as we don't break this high, we're still okay. We would still have a three-wave move we would be expecting. So they can drag this out all they want. So if this came up here somehow, this would be, some kind of a three-wave move like that. We'd be boom, 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 boom. So as long as we didn't break the high here, I would be all right with that. Now, so that's what I'm kind of looking for personally. I'm looking for this wave to kind of probably turn on down here to finish out this correction. Somewhere I would expect around the 127 extension, which is about 84.30, could come all the way down to 83.15 in this region to the 1618, as long as we don't surpass it too heavily. If we start coming down here lower than the 1618 at past $8,300, then I'm gonna have to go back and say, all this is looking bullish rather than looking bearish rather than bullish. and it is going to the downside. I wouldn't like that at all. The wave structure doesn't support that. I don't believe that to be the case. The only thing I really believe that is going to happen most likely is this hit to the low right here. And then we head on up. That would be ideal for me. Now, if we don't get that, guys, if we don't get that, then what we have on our hands is a running flat right here. Boom, 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 like that. And what's happened here is that we have a 1-2-1-2. That's the only way we could go up from here from an Elliott wave standpoint. That this is actually a 1-2 wave, okay? And then the 3-4-5 is coming up here like this, and then this is the 1-2. We're going to get the 3-4-5 of the third wave. So that's how you get a 1-2-1-2 like that. So that's the only way we could be going up from here is that this is a 1-2-1-2. So if we break this high up here, guys, watch for this wave to finish out in 5 waves. Okay, and once this thing finishes out in 5 waves, and then we'll be looking for some kind of a correction after that. That's the bullish and the bear. That's a scenario where you have a hit to the high and then we reverse. Okay, so let's watch out for that as potential. But I would think that we'd be coming down first. Now, if we do that, that lends itself more to a larger move to the upside potentially, or just maybe a hit to the high again. So my inclination right now is I'm just really looking for a hit to the high and a reversal. If we don't get that and we get continuation, then we're going to be looking at a bull market, guys, or a really strong potentiality for a much bigger bull move than we are expecting. Right now, my bias is to the downside, as it's been for a while. Nothing to the downside is invalidated. I have called this region $8,800 to $8,900. This region, I said if it gets above $9,000, I'm going to be really thinking that this becomes bull. So, but it has to go beyond 9,000 and kind of close beyond it and hold that level rather than just hit it and then hit that level, even go to 9,100 and get rejected. I need to see some follow through and continuation. So that's what I'm looking for as a trader. All right, there's your quick market update, guys. Now let me just talk about one more thing about the shenanigans of the market makers. Just take a peek at Litecoin. You can see clearly that. Yeah, the other day I mentioned the possibility of a triangle, and man, I tell you what, as it was playing out, it was as beautiful, but I was as skeptical as could be. A, B, C, D, and then this looks like E, right? Nope, it invalidated it. So a lot of times, guys, just because you see a triangle doesn't make it a triangle. The only way this would have been a triangle is would have been a B wave or a 4 wave when it is not in those positions, and we know that because the only way it could have been a 4 wave is that we got the sorry about that. The only way it was a 4 wave is that if we would have gotten a bounce out of here like that to the upside, then I would have expected a rejection off of that. It did not play out that way, and so because of that, we got this 3-wave move, a 3-wave move, and a 3-wave move. It's a beautiful double zigzag is what it is. See this zigzag right there? It's beautiful, and this zigzag right there, it's identical, connected by an X-wave connector. You've got a 3-wave move. That's a WXY, just like that. And then the question is, what is this being made right here? Looks like it's another X-wave connector, and it looks like we're going to get another zigzag to the downside. This would be a WX. YXZ potentially. Just might be a miniature form of our larger macro correction. We'll have to wait and see if we get that or not. But anyway, that's the way Litecoin is looking for now. Again, if we get the more downside movements like that, then we're gonna have to go back and reevaluate this in some other way. Right now, I don't see how it can be reevaluated. Everything is kind of looking like there's going to be some kind of continuation to the upside. That's my bias right now. But after that continuation to the upside, I'm expecting it to get a rejection and a downside move. A nice target up here for Litecoin would be about $64 to about $66. Those would be my first couple of targets there. I guess the only other way we go up from here is that this is a finished correction, and it's possible, and that this is some kind of a 1-wave diagonal. We're going to get a 2-wave, 3, 4, 5 up into that region and finish it out, and then on the way down. Now, Litecoin can go higher than that, but I'm not inclined to think that right now, unless Bitcoin shows itself to be doing that as well. All right, there's your market update for today. We'll be in touch. I'll definitely be in touch in the Telegram group. Keep you guys posted with charts and chat, and we'll just make sure that we're all trading together in a good community. If you want to trade within a community and have more access to me and my charts on a regular basis, then just check into the Patreon page in the description below, and then what you'll find a place to sign up there. All right. With that being said, you guys have a fantastic day. See you tonight at Trading Night School. Talk to you later. Bye bye.